Om Shanti. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Welcome to another Yoga Small Talk, and we continue with 7 minutes Bhagavad Gita a day. We are reading from chapter 6, the Yoga of Meditation, and we have reached verse 29. With the mind harmonized by yoga, he sees the self abiding in all beings and all beings in the self. He sees the same everywhere. So we said that in the previous verse, the benefits of meditations are described, and one of them is being in the experience of infinite bliss, which is the result of contact with Brahman. So here we get a little bit, here and in the next verse, we get a little bit of an explanation what it means to be in contact with Brahman. Because for many of us, contact is a word that is associated with the senses. When we are in contact with something, we experience it through the senses. So we touch someone, we have a beloved person or a pet, or we touch, so we are in contact with the object of our love. We taste something, we are in contact with the food. We see, we hear, we are in contact. So we associate this contact with the senses. But for the accomplished yogi, for the one who is established in God consciousness, contact is a totally different thing. And here comes the term intuition, which many of you probably heard. And here it's explained what intuition is. So the yogi beholds through the eye of intuition, jnana chakshus or divya chakshus, oneness or unity of the self everywhere. So what does the eye of intuition really mean? It means seeing things as they really are, transcending that which is limited to the perception of the senses. So intuition here, in its real sense, is God consciousness, basically. Through the knowledge of the creation, the original knowledge, the true knowledge. So some of us associate intuition with some gut feelings or with psychic abilities. But again here, and also in the classic sense, in other yogic scriptures, intuition is one thing and one thing only. It's God consciousness and the knowledge that comes from this. So when we say the eye of intuition opens, what does it mean? Here it is explained very clearly. God consciousness, the experience. Here Swami Shivananda describes it as sublime and magnanimous vision. He feels all indeed is Brahman. He beholds that all beings are one with Brahman, and that the self and Brahman are identical. And here a few words of explanation. So first, again, for us, very, very, very difficult to relate to this text intellectually. We can maybe understand it, what he's saying, how it relates to the previous verses, yes. But because we do not have this experience of being in God consciousness, expressions like feeling that all indeed is Brahman or beholding that all beings are one with Brahman, for us is something that is beyond our perception. And therefore, first we have chapters 10 and 11 that gives us, those chapters give us the vision. So first the meditations, how to meditate on God in creation, and then the Virat Swarup, the vision of the cosmic being. How to meditate on the whole creation being in one. There are also other verses that help us with that. Verses like the sage sees the same in an elephant, in a dog, in an outcast, in a cow, etc. What does it mean that the sage sees an elephant and thinks it's a dog? Of course not. It means that the sage looks beyond the physical expression at the element of consciousness and liveliness. So, a beautiful meditation that we can do here is on the element of liveliness. What is this element of liveliness? What is this element of being conscious? And how is my liveliness different than the liveliness, just the pure liveliness, not my experience? The pure liveliness, is it really different from the liveliness of everything else? So this is the meditation here, and of course, we're getting the answer that the liveliness, the principle of consciousness, of liveliness, is the same in anything and everything. And if we transcend our mental concepts of name and form, which is the external expression, and look at the essence, we will understand that the creation is a beautiful celebration and manifestation of God. And this is the idea here, and Swami Shivananda tells us this is a magnanimous vision, because constantly we are celebrating this manifestation of God that is everywhere. This is a very blissful situation, and we can see here also that it's not like a soup that's blended. You know, first we have the soup with pieces that we could identify, and then the vision of a sage is blend the whole thing and make it one cream. No. Diversity in name and form will still be there, but the essence will be one. So this is the very, very beautiful lesson here, and Lord Krishna has a little bit more to tell us about this state, this vision, and how to get it before we get to a nice Q&A with Arjuna. So please join us for the next teachings. Om Shanti.